So if you can start to think about the content that you create online, in this case with AI, if you can make it that it's polarizing, the proof is in the pudding. That's our biggest video. It got people talking. In this video, we talk about how we polarized our audience and how that brought us a ton of views. How can you get a bunch of views? How can you get a bunch of attention by polarizing people? We're going to break it down.
Yeah, so we had a video that was talking about how to generate kids' videos using AI. It's this video right here. And suddenly we noticed that there was a spike in traffic, and we're like, what is going on? This is very interesting. So we did a little bit of research, and we found out that this person here had written an article, actually kind of a negative article, called Here Lies the Internet Murdered by Generative AI. Corruption everywhere, even in YouTube's kids' content. So it's this really long article, as you can see. And James found, where this article was, and it says, let me introduce you to the hell that is AI-generated children's YouTube content. And it was very negative. It's very, very angry toward the idea that you could create educational content for kids. And James and I were looking at this and was like, well, this is very interesting. It says, and it put a very negative slant on what we're doing. James, you want to comment on that?
Well, but the thing is, Dave, the funny thing is before that you actually got contacted by somebody from Wired magazine,
Right.
and you're wondering how did we had to like reverse engineer it because you're saying how did that even happen? So talk about that a little bit, Dave.
Yeah. So I get an email out of the blue from Wired.com, and I was an early subscriber to Wired a long time ago in the internet boom. So it's a very established magazine, online portal, et cetera. And they say, hey, we want to do a story on kids AI generated content. We noticed you have a video on that. And so I set up a call with this person, and we had a conversation. It was very interesting. We always got to be careful when you're talking with a reporter because you don't know if they're going to go negative or positive, but about 80% of the time they're going to go negative, right? It's just the way it is because that's what gets views, that's what gets clicks. So, so I got on this call and everything seemed to go well. And she said, when we run the story, I'll let you know about it, et cetera. And so then that got James and I thinking, wait, how did she find this video? Did she just find it organically or what? And then James found the article, which got all kinds of traction. But even before this article came along, it was interesting because we were getting all kinds of negative, hateful comments. They call it hate now, but hateful comments on this channel. Let me share some of those with you really
Which
quick.
seemed a lot more than normal. Like normally we have mostly good, sometimes bad, but it's usually like 9 awesome comments to one whatever. But it was here's the comments here.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but how could this possibly be a good thing? Can someone, then there's positive comments like love this. Because what we're showing is just how ways to make money with AI. That's our channel, right? Making money with AI right there. And we're showing, hey, you can make ABC videos. You can make videos that count like 1 to 10, that kind of thing. Simple stuff, right? But what these people did was they took it to a whole nother level. Like, why are you going to indoctrinate kids, basically? Um, and then it says,
Clickbait alert. Another one says this is vile. That's horrible.
this is vile. Educational content for kids should be created by thoughtful experts on early childhood education. This one says, that's horrible. And those are just some of the comments, that we saw. There's more, of course, we didn't approve them all, but hold
But
on
the,
one
the
second.
point the point is this though, is that we love this. This was our top video. And so usually we might get 500, 1,000 views, 2,000 views. This had 11,000 views. So here's the thing. I absolutely love that video. A lot of times our videos get 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views. This video at this point of recording is now approaching 12,000 views. It's our most watched video. And I love the video. I thought the video itself was just one of the many things that we did. This is one topic out of 100 topics we've done now. But the fact is that video polarized people. And that's the key of what I want to mention on this video, is that sometimes it's good to polarize people. You can say, well, gosh, I love or I hate Obama. I love or I hate Trump. I love or I hate this rock band. I love, and so on and so forth. That's what people do. When you see topics, it's like most of the topics are out there. It's like for and against for everything. So if you can start to think about the content that you create online, in this case with AI, if you can make it that it's polarizing, the proof is in the pudding. That's our biggest video. It got people talking. So that's just, we want to talk about that if you're just doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, a lot of times people just don't care. So sometimes, I don't know if I want to say get edgier with it, but if you can find things that people want to engage with and give their comments, give their opinions on, you have a much better chance of going a lot. I don't want to call that viral in this case, but getting a lot more engagement.
Yeah, and we not only got a lot more engagement, we got a lot of comments, and on YouTube, of course, and just about any social platform, the more engagement and comments and likes and all that kind of thing you get, the more it gets amplified, right? Well, now, once this article comes out, if we get mentioned in the article, that could go even way bigger, right? So the point is very well taken is you don't want to always just be very agreeable. You kind of want to like stoke the fire of disagreement in order to get the clicks and get the views. That's the world we live in nowadays. It's kind of interesting to see. So very funny because it kind of caught us out of left field. It was very interesting to see. We knew we were getting these comments, both positive and negative. The positive was interesting because the positive was like, oh, this is a cool way to make money and I can actually help kids learn and that kind of thing. And the negative was, this is horrible. How could you do this? Like, how could you entrust AI to teach kids and that kind of thing? So very interesting to see the two different angles. And I could see some truth in both of them, right? We could see that. The point is, this is how you can generate a lot of clicks and views and likes and engagement to your videos. Any closing thoughts there?
Yeah. So get a little more polarizing with your content and watch those views start to skyrocket. That's what we found out, and we wanted to share that with you. So we'll see you next time on Making Money with AI.